The site was originally built probably in the 4th century BC. During the Hellenistic period, the Greek period, when the Greeks were here. This was a Greek pagan city by the name of Panias, P-A-N-I-A-S, named after the Greek god Pan, the god of, I don't know if he was nature or the god of shepherds. Nature. Okay? Pan was, according to mythological legend, he was half goat or half gazelle and half boy with little horns, played a flute and chased the nymphs through the forests. Like Peter Pan, if you would. That's where the name comes from. In the mountains over here, which is the foot of Mount Hermon, they built, for instance, there's a large cave. They built right in the front of the large cave a pagan temple. There were pagan idols cut into the niches of the hills. But what attracted them here was that this looked almost like the Garden of Eden. You had everything, wild fruit trees. This is raspberries. We have pomegranates. We have figs. And of course, the bubbling waters coming literally out of the ground right over here. The headwaters, if you would, of the Jordan River. So this was called Panias, named after the pagan god Pan. Later on, 1st century AD, becomes a Jewish city, taken over by one of the 3 sons of King Herod the Great, Philip. And he renames it Caesarea. But to distinguish it from his father's Caesarea by the sea, he adds his own name to it, so it's called Caesarea of Philip or Caesarea Philippi. In the year 70 AD, when the Jews are conquered, Jerusalem destroyed, the temple destroyed, and the land now falls into the hands of the Romans, this is the place where Vespasian, who was originally the commander of the 10th Roman Legion before he handed it over to his son Titus, is now Caesar. And this is where they have the ceremony of the defeat of the Jewish forces. Judea Capta, or the capturing of Judea. Many of the prisoners that were taken in Jerusalem were brought up here, and to entertain the troops, they fought as gladiators in the victory celebrations of the Romans. Later on through the ages, there's a Byzantine community here. There's a Crusader period community here, guarding the road to Damascus. And after the area is captured once again by the Muslims in the 12th century, it remains in Arab hands until 1967. From 1948 to 1967, this area is a resort for Syrian army officers. There are little bungalows built here. Of course, with the lushness and the water and everything, it became very popular for the hierarchy in the Syrian government. By that time, the name of the site is called Banyas, not Panias. B-A-N-I-A-S. Why? Because in the Arab tongue, they can't pronounce P. P turns into B. So it retains its name as Panias, but the Arabs called it Banyas until today. 1964, the Syrians thought it would be really keen to stop the flow of the Jordan River into the Sea of Galilee, and they built a dam, which the Israeli army now retaliates with an airstrike. They abandoned the idea of doing so, and in 1967, of course, this area is captured by the Israelis. This is still officially the Golan Heights, but the Golan Heights has been officially annexed to the State of Israel.